Fundamentally, my view is that the off-exchange energy markets are broken because there is no standardized trading data or a common marketplace, and that Excel spreadsheet is the main deal-making front end, and the whole part of the market, which is really crucial, it lags quite far behind where it should be in terms of the digitization and the adoption of the modern technologies, and that the companies need to start seriously in terms of taking what they have now and transitioning to a more modern infrastructure, picking up this gap with an equity markets, for instance, or FX, where it's fully digital and fully transparent. And the other part of the message, I think it's really important, is also that those markets need more fairness, transparency, and price discovery. I used to work as an energy trader myself for one of the very major energy market makers. I got pretty frustrated that Excel spreadsheet was the main deal-making front end, and that all of the trading was done on the messenger chat or on the voice box. And I personally struggled, and I found it quite unbelievable that in the 21st century we are still using all of this pretty rudimentary old school systems, and I thought that things had to change, and I have all of the skills and experience to actually make this happen. We are heavily focused on the energy markets, specifically around light ends, naphthas, propanes, distillates, refined oils, but also we are starting to see more traction in things like biofuels, US crude, environmentals. LNG is pretty high on our agenda. Then we have markets like metals, where we have already inbound requests. We just didn't have enough bandwidth really to do all of this at the same time. Because right now we cover over 270 different product benchmarks, and we are still not large enough to go after all of the markets simultaneously. The way it works right now is we capture in real time all the unstructured data the traders are bombarded with. So many companies get as many as 5,000 price quotes per day just for a single trader, and then as many as 300, 400, 500 voice quotes. So we build a system which captures all of this data and then processes this and converts into structured real-time data. And then as we sort of worked more with the industry, we realized that there is also demand for having a full curves, because what happens with quotes, you have this 3, 4, 5 year out price curves, but the quoting happens pretty sporadically, so it's maybe a lot quote in the front, something quoted in the middle, and backs are unquoted. But if you're a trader, if you're a business, you need to know the full set of contracts. So we've developed a data science and ML model, which takes all of this raw data and aggregates it, anonymizes this, and builds a real-time forward curves, which we expect to become the industry standard for the price discovery for those opaque energy markets. We mainly focused on the companies who tend to be in a top 30, top 40 most active players in their respective market. We are working mainly with energy majors, as well as some commodity trading merchants and some specialists. For example, there are companies who are focused specifically on propane trading, and they may be a pretty big players over there. Then we've seen also recently a lot of demand from the banks, because we help them to quote clients faster and make it, help them to provide their market-making service, essentially. I'll leave it to the judges, but I'm hoping that we can do well, because I trust that what we do is really important for the markets, and it's very relevant in the current environment with loads of volatility and loads of uncertainty. And a lot of the legacy back middle office processes which need to change. And I think that a lot of this is what the FIA Innovator Awards are about.